Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Appreciate you all being here at USA Eagles Den. This is a segment where we allow projects 5 to 10 minutes to give us their summaries of their projects. Remember that it's not an in-depth AMA, so make sure that you do your research accordingly. As the team is speaking, my team will also be posting their summary in the chat room, so make sure you follow with the TG, check out the website, and do further research. I have not looked at these projects in depth. This will be my first time listening to the project along with you guys. So with that being said, we do have two projects with us today, Cabal Spy and Therm AI. So first, I'd like to welcome Gaijin from Cabal Spy. Gaijin, go ahead and give us a quick introduction about yourself, your team, and a bit of insight into your background experience, and take it away from there.
Okay, yeah. Thank you first for having me and also giving me the opportunity to showcase my Cabal Spy tool. So actually, yeah, I'm Gaijin. I'm the main dev of Cabal Spy, and like I said before, I'm very pleased to be here. And I was thinking to make a script for today, but I think I just talk about what I'm doing and what we are doing right now. But first, I will try to talk about a little bit about me, about my experience in the first place. So actually, I was always passionate about tech and programming. So in the late 1990s, I was born, and my father was also very fascinated by tech and computers. So I get this hobby from him. So I believe everyone who is going to or who was going to be in the area of 1990 to 2000 is very well with computers. So I start spending a lot of time on computer since my childhood, and actually from this I also do my hobby to my career. So in 2015 I turned my hobby into a career. I become a freelance web designer. And from there, it was like a little step to entering the crypto space. I got into crypto in 2017 as an investor, so it's not that long ago actually. And I started with XRP and early meme coins like Doge. And of course, I made some early gains, and I become very fascinated about the blockchain tech. And then 2019, I moved to Japan, actually for work and travel. I was never planned to work there, but the pandemic changed a lot for me. So I stayed longer, and I got very lucky with a supportive employee that he helped me to get a visa and stay longer. And from this, I got an unexpected opportunity to work for a company. I found them on just Craigslist, and they needed some crypto experience and some coding skills, and I think I was perfect for this job. So I wrote them a letter, and they invited me to a quick team up for checking if we match. And yeah, actually they hired me, and I didn't know in this time, but they actually are a company who worked with Binance Labs, and we did a AI system for Binance Labs to audit smart contracts. And this is when I start to get involved with crypto. So I took the risk despite the limited experience, but I got the job actually in the end. And later I returned to Germany because my visa goes running out, and I think I have some good insights into crypto and want to start my own thing. And yeah, since then I focused on building websites, and also building websites for a lot of teams for meme coin projects. And in the end, I created over 150 websites. And of course, I built a strong network with a lot of teams in the space. And actually, just a few months ago in November 2024, I founded Cabal Spy, and some people from my first meme coin project are still on the team actually. So I'm very glad that they're here, and we're working on Cabal Spy for very proudly. And I hope this will be the change right now to show you all what we're doing, and also to show our community, because right now we just in the development, we never have an ammo before. So maybe you see it. I'm very excited, and I try to handle myself right now, because also I'm a German speaker, but I hope everyone is understanding me. So yeah, that's me. That's the project a little bit, but I will talk about this later again.
Awesome, guy Jim. Appreciate the introduction there. Yeah, 2017, man. You've been in the space for a very long time. And XRP was also one of my first investment along with Doge as well. So we have very similar path there as well. So right out the gate there, Gaijin, I mean, your name is Cabal Spy. Now, those that have been in the space for a while now, we know the influence of the cabal, right? So if people don't know what the cabal is, pretty much a group of people get together, kind of devise a plan secretly, trying to control whether that's multiple projects or et cetera, et cetera. But the idea is that they want some sort of control, right? Control in the crypto space. And sometimes, depending on your perspective, sometimes it works out very well, and sometimes it doesn't, right? So there's two different perspectives on that. But whatever you believe, they do have a lot of influence in the crypto space, right? Because they got money. So you have money, you have influence. So if you have that insider to the cabal, what that means is that you're able to get in early along with them, and that's where the return on investment is. That's where the money is made. So hence the name Cabal Spy. So I'm just assuming that Cabal Spy, what that means is that you get the insider information. Am I correct there, Gaijin? And go ahead and I guess go in depth into your project.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, actually, you're 100% right. So we was focusing on getting transaction from codes, like from influencers and from people on Twitter who are posting about their public wallet, and we track all of these wallets and get them together in a pool. And right now we develop about a tool about it to track all these transactions. So codes, in my opinion, are very good traders. So if we follow them, we will follow the money. That's why we started with Cabal Spy. But let me try to start at the beginning. So our intelligent platform, I will talk about my intelligent platform, Cabal Spy. It's built on a Solana ecosystem, but we also integrated the BNB chain for some, I think people, because right now the BNB chain is pretty much empty with good meme coins, but I think Solana is very full of meme coins. I mean, if you think about meme coins, you think about Solana. So actually we track and analyze the trading behavior of around 250 calls right now. And for the record, calls means key opinion leaders, like I told before, like influencers or people on Twitter who posting about meme coins and have a lot of influence on other people. So there are wallets that are often moved in the market, and people with experience, insider connection, and tools to detect drugs before anyone else is also what calls stand for. So actually, if you follow calls, they are doing a lot of research about the coin before they invest in any coin. So if you follow calls, you also can be safe at least for 50%, but we will come back to this fact that you will not invest in a token which is going to wreck you. So with Cabal Spy, you can see when they trade and what they trade, and also which token they invest. And this is in real time, of course. And actually how we start everything, I think it was last November, we started the whole Cabal Spy thing, because there was a website and also a tool. The name of the tool is CoScan. And a lot of people know CoScan because they was the first one who tracked the cold transaction. But actually, why ever they never continued to develop the platform, and I was very sad about it, and I was upset because I tried to talk to the owner, to the devs, to implement new stuff, but they never did it. And that is why in the end I started Cabal Spy for myself. It was a project just for myself, actually. And there was a couple of friends who were asking me, hey, can I get your inside information about calls? And I say, okay, let's do this. So in the end, it's actually ended up by mistake that it's public right now and free available for everyone. So it was just the fault of CoScan, if I can tell this. But yeah, I was very excited about to build a new platform. And right now we have a very thriving project. So I'm very excited about this. And it didn't take long for me that I think if I follow the calls, I'm following money. So if you follow the calls, like I said before, I think you will be very well prepared to enter the space and get some money from it. And these people trade very daily, and they are fast and sharp, and many of them act based on insider information. They also use tools to check the rugs and analyze the token mechanic, like I said before. So for me, they became the perfect group to watch and learn from. I mean, the calls. So from my personal perspective, I was thinking to build just a analyze tool, but we are much more involved right now with the development in this kind of area. So at the beginning, it was just for myself, like I told you before, but right now we have a very big community and also very, very big ecosystem. So the first thing we do, it was the dashboard, and we started with all call activity, what they are buying, how much they're investing, and we did all that by live updates with WebSocket, and this is second by second. So actually, this is still a thing right now. We still have a dashboard, and you still can see all the information about calls, how much they invest in any token, and also you can see the token to it. So we have all the information as well. So then we added the tokens page. This is separate from the dashboard where you can see the tokens and how many calls are in these tokens, because we're thinking if we have more calls in a token, this means also the token goes more up, because it is like this. Many cabals or calls are having public wallet, like I say before, and people are following their trades. And also there are a thing like copy trading. So if you actually follow and copy trade a wallet, like a call wallet, it will automatically make the same transactions as the wallet you are following. So if you do that, you have the possibility to make the same gains as the calls. But some calls also use that to gain from it. So actually, we started a leaderboard with a voting system to filter out which call is abusing the system to farm their copy traders, and which one are very interested in gaining crypto, and gaining money with trading. So actually, we have a lot of information, a lot of data, and ROI of every call, numbers of buys and sells, daily, weekly, monthly performance, and also, like I said before, a wallet rating, which is very good if you start to, or if you want to start copy trading from calls or any other wallets we're tracking. So also we add in wallet scanner, so you can add in wallet, any wallet you want. So we fetch the latest 100 transaction from this wallet, from calls or from yourself or from any Solana wallet, and you can track if they doing a good job or not a good job, and then you can go to any copy trading platform or to any copy trading bots you want, and you can use this information if they are gaining money, if they losing money, so you can have a better you can see the behavior of this wallet. So for every call we track, also we can see the latest 100 transactions. You just need to go to the dashboard and you can see all the calls listed there, and you can click on them, and then you will have a separate page, and you will see the profit, the lose, the behavior, the patterns, and you get a real feel for their strategy also. So it's also, we have the visualization widget, and actually this is my my most loved tool right now, because we have a lot of information in this, and it's like this. If you go to any platform, any like Axiom or Padre or Nova, GMGN, you will see all the data in the list, right? So, but we changed this. We did a visualization widget, so you can see the transactions. Like we have a token in the middle, and outside are all the calls who are investing in this token, and you can see on their picture who is investing it, to filter out the bad calls and also the good calls. And you can also see how much they invest and how much tax they use. So like how much they invested, how many times, and how many times they sell their investments. So it's a very fast overview about calls in this token. So yeah, I loved it, because also we are doing talks right now to Axiom, to Patre, and Nova. They are very interested in integrating our tool or widgets to gain more information about calls. And I believe everyone can use this soon. And I hope they will use it right, because we have a lot of different possibilities to integrate this. We have 3 widgets, and also these are for free. So also we have a safety tool and a rug check tool. So actually, if you use Cover Spy and scan a scan a token there, you can never be rugged again. I can say that with 100% accuracy right now, because we did it with a lot of APIs who are constantly updating, and I can talk about this a little bit more later on. So we integrated the rug check API in this token scanner, the trench radar bundle checker, so you can see how much bundle are in this token. We integrated the DEX screener API, CoinGecko, and also, of course, our own coal data sets and the Twitter sentiment for this token from the meme coin tracker API. So we are partnered with meme coin tracker. They are providing us with Twitter information and the sentiment about the Twitter, about this token. And you get a lot of information, of course, from this token page, not only the rug check, but also the call investment, the rug risk from rug checker API, the top holders, the real-time trades, tweets and comments. And I think everything is in one place, and also you have links to every big platforms that you can simply click on, and you can start trading with this coin. So the next thing we integrated was the API and the dev tools. So right now we have a 100% free API. You can use it, you can test it out, and we have integrated a credit system. So you get like 50,000 credits for free, and this is a trial, and we have a lot of endpoints. We have, I think, 13 endpoints right now with fast API about Python and a WebSocket support. So we also can provide live data from Helios, and you will see everything on our API page if you want to check this out. And I think it's good for developers to research about project, and you can integrate everything from our tool into your tool if you want to. And it's, like I say before, completely for free. The next thing we did was, and I think it's the most important part about Cover Spy, it was the bots and automation. So like everything we built is built for once, and we update it for the future updates from platforms like Pamfan and something. But we did a lot of bots who are very good to interact with calls, and also interact with community, and also interact with tokens, like to scan tokens and like this. So first thing we do was the Twitter bot. So we post daily the newest and the best tokens from performance, and post them on Twitter with the call data, also with the rug check data, the trench radar, a bundle checker, and we verify every ROI. So that means we check before if this token is performing good, and before we post it, so you can be sure it will get better with the time. And right now we have a ROI of 2.4x, like overall time. So every time you have a Twitter post, you can be sure it will be a better investment than just some other tools. If you use our Twitter, I believe you can gain a lot, because I think 2.4x is a lot of gain for just from Twitter posts, right? So also we have some Telegram bots. The first one is a AI chatbot. You can ask about tokens actually and talk about tokens. It has an integration of our DB, we have an alert bot where you can subscribe to any call wallet you want or any other wallet. So you can just enter the wallet address and you will see all the information, and you get pinged for every sell and every buy from this wallet you want to track. So you can get all their buys, all their sells, including we have also the token scanner with RAC info and Twitter score, and a lot of information like pump fund comments and so on and so on. So if you want to trade and follow some money and from calls, what they're doing, if they buy or sell, this is the perfect tool for you. So the next thing, and I think it is the last thing I want to talk about, is our best development right now, and it's the AI call bot. So actually we get a AI which is learning, and this is like based on data from our database. So you can see all the data which we gathered over the time, over 7 months, and it is finding patterns for it. So we actually analyzed the call trace, the volume, the token behavior, Twitter and pump fund comments, and of course the bundle patterns. So we gave it a point-based system for the training. So you can have like an AI which is performing, which is reading the points and which is giving points to call wallets and also to tokens. And with that, we give the AI something to work on all the time. So if a call wallet is not performing well, we will give them less points. So actually next time it will be not influential to the next call. So it's very important to know that. So actually we have 5 categories right now. The first category we post in is pump and dump. The second one is gamble. We have the third one with moderate gambles. The fourth is big pumps, and the fifth is good tokens. So you can see we have some categories, and we can say we have a 96% accuracy right now. And this is not from our tool. We check it with Paints. Paints is a bot. It is on Telegram. You can check it, and you can check our codes there as well to verify if it's real or not. So we're not using our own tech, but also, like I said before, everything is available for free, so everyone can use it. And in the end, you can see it and you can test it for yourself if you want to verify it is working. And we will not sell a car if you not have a test drive. And the results of this is very, very nice, because right now we have an average ROI. Also, it's very interesting. Like on Twitter, we have an ROI of 2.4x. So everything you invest, if you invest in every coin, of course, and if you sell, of course, in the latest option of the tracking of this coin, you will get a gain of 2.4x. Sometime in better market condition, you have a better chance to get one. I think the best ROI was right now 5.6x. So this means you get a lot of gain from this just by tracking our calls and invest in these calls. And also, if you're very interested in this, we have some more stats on our Discord right now. You can see it there. And like I said before, this is not tracked by us, but by another bot. So it is verified and it is true. And you can also see it, and it's completely for free to check it out and use it by yourself. So actually, we just launched this 4 weeks ago. This means we just started with the development on this. So please be patient. There will be much more improvements. But right now, I believe it's already pretty good. And thanks to the AI we're using, actually. So what is next for us? And I think this is the most important part and the most exciting part for me as well, because we want to integrate a whale and insider tracker. So we actually have a system right now who's catching every single transaction on the blockchain. And we check and filter for the biggest investments and the biggest sales, buys, everything like this. And we on this data, we have some of the biggest whales already in our wallet list. So we saved these wallets, and if someone like this will invest in the future, we will show them on our website and also on our AI call bot. So if you see a big whale, of course, this means he did a lot of research because he don't want to lose a lot of money. So it's most important to do this. And also we say we track right now insider wallets with the same system. So we see if a wallet is performing well, and if it's performing a lot of times very well, we also save this wallet in our database, and we will show them also in the AI calls and in the website as well later on in the future. So what is coming? Like I said before, a wallet behavior analysis, and we identified whales who enter early and exit before dumps or pumps. Spot consistent winners and integration of this wallet into AI calls and platform front ends, just to like have a quick resume of this. So also we planning on one more thing, and this is big thing for us, but also for the community, I think, because right now, like I said before, everything we have is completely for free. And you can think about this. This will not make sense for us because we pay a lot for Helios for our APIs we're using. So actually, we are starting to create a NFT. So this NFT will be used only for our Discord channel. So you can be safe that this will be a gate for our calls. Like if you want to track our calls from the Discord and get some gains. So you need to use this NFT. And actually, we never announced this before, but this is the first time we're announcing this right now in this EMA. And I hope a lot of people from Coverspy hearing this. We will do a pre-sale with Helio and with Magic Eden. Right now, we are talking to them, and we already have an agreement to launch it on Helio and Magic Eden. We will get a free version of intro on Magic Eden, and we will do a lot of promotion for it to make it successful, and hopefully we sell it all to fund our APIs. It's not about we want to make a quick pump and dump, but we want to make sure this project will last for a long time, and we can make sure that we can pay all our APIs for a long time so that we can use it, and we can still develop it for longer than just a few months, because right now we pay a lot, and I say more than four figures for it, just to keep it alive. And that's why we need to do this NFT sale. So I hope everyone is understanding why we're doing this. So actually we have some infos about this, but I think we will talk about this later. Final words from me right now is about this project. I want to talk about the team a little bit. And right now we are a very small team, but with very dedicated people. Actually, like I said before, we are very well known in the space, and a lot of them are very well connected because we are already a long time in the space. So like I said before, I did a lot of websites for teams. The other one is well connected with Coles, with Cabals, with insiders, and that's why we have a good chance to catch them all in the end. And right now we are 2 developers and 3 mods, 1 marketing lead, and 1 like networking guy who is doing the connection with a lot of Coles and Cabals. So yeah, some of us, like I said before, are long time in the space, and we also met, I think, 5 of the team members in the first meme coin we did together, and since then we are working together. So we are more like a family, and I really love to work for Coverspy, and also they love it. And I think this is the best thing you can possibly have to make a project. And yeah, I think that is it for the first introduction of our Coverspy intelligent tool. So yeah, thanks for listening first of all, and I give back to Seattle or Mike.
Hey, I appreciate it, Gaijin. Oh wow, yeah, very very comprehensive platform. And I think this is not just designed for experienced trader, but also beginners trader as well. getting inside information, as you guys know how important it is in the space. Unfortunately, you have a group, or we call it a cabal, right, who works together, or even call, key opinion leaders as well. That these people that have influence, right? So, but not only influence, but also to have money, and that's when the project does very well. You may have the best idea concept out there, right? But you don't have the money, you don't have the right people backing you up on your project. I hate to say it, it's going to be a long road for you, right? So that's where the hardship is. And usually, if you get the inside information, you get in the beginning, you most likely make the money, in the right projects. So this is what the platform is designed to do. I mean, I don't have time to go in depth, but from what I can see, there's a lot of tools, right? Very useful tools that I will be actually checking it out. Now, personally, I do have, different website, different TG bots, a lot actually. But I don't think there's one as comprehensive as this one from what I can see. So if you guys are a trader, make sure you guys check this out, because it's designed for give you guys the upper hand, right? And and you guys need that in this space. Now, one thing I got to ask you guys, how long have you guys been around? And did you say that this is not a token, right? And you will be selling NFTs to get some revenue to continue the project, right? But currently, right now, it's not a token, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Actually, we are not launching a token just for one reason only. It is because we don't want to make it like any other utility who is promising people to get the best information out there, and like make a NFT gate or a token gate to people who are not testing it out. So for myself, if I think about myself, how I want to be treated by a platform or by a project, so I want to try it out. So that's why also we have everything for free, because I want to test drive the car, not buying it without a test drive, So, and it's important for me to see what is behind it and what is going on with it. And like I say before, the token will not be right now. Maybe in the future we will launch a token, but I think with an NFT, which is limited on 1,000 NFTs right now, this is the case at our thinking. So 1,000 NFTs, it will be going up in money, and also not only we can profit from it, but also you guys can profit from it if you buy it. If you buy a token, it will be not that like this, right?
Got it. So currently right now you have on the Solana chain and BNB chain. Are you guys planning to expand?
Yes, we have some plans, but right now we will stick to Solana and BNB. And if we have more time, maybe we will change it to ETH and some other chains.
Sounds good. And I think I agree with your directions on that. I've seen so many of these type of projects with great utilities, and somehow, and it's a service utility, and somehow, they decide to launch a token. And, as you know, the token depended on the market as well, right? The current market situation. And there's a correlation to your project and the token. If the token goes down, whether you have a great service, a great utility, there's a direct correlation to it, and you have a bad sentiment for your service or the utility. So I agree with you on the way that you approach this. Get it out there, get a test drive on it, get the feedback. And, I think NFT is actually a great way to generate revenue and allow people to have access to, like you said, tracking a certain cost, etc., without having a token for now. And if the project, if it does very well, then down the line you guys can think about that. So I definitely like the approach.
Yes, it was important for us. So that's why it's the best thing for us. And to give back something to the community, I think it's the best way with NFTs, like you said before,
How long have you guys been around?
Actually, like I said before, for myself, from 2017, and for building
the platform,
the
platform,
yes,
the platform,
this is the language barrier right now. But actually from 7 months. So we started in November in 2024. And we start building, like I said before, just for myself. But then with the time, more people coming. And since then we are building.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. No, it seems to me it's a very comprehensive platform where it has all the tools that a trader, whether it's a beginner or experienced person, would need. And I love the efficiencies of things, right? If I can do everything under one platform, I'm all for it. So yeah,
Yes.
man. Hey, I have nothing to say. I would put this on my service. I have a folder that I keep track of all the great projects and services that I may be using. I will definitely put this in there, and I will look further into it. Thank you so much for being here, Gaijin. Hey, if I have to ask you one last question, I know it's very tough. If you have to pick one thing that brings the most value for investors, what would you say to be?
I think our call bot. Actually, it's our call bot because it will gain also some money for the investors, right? So we give back something from our development, and with our data, we are the only one who can do this right now in this space. So actually, yes, the call bot.
Okay, so that aggregates Twitter sentiment, pump fund comments, calls, trades, volume spikes, and bundle data. Oh wow! So you guys do
Yes.
have a lot of API here. I can see that how how
Yeah.
how how much you guys are spending every single month for this, man.
Yes, that's right.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we chat soon. All right, guys. Yeah, hey, listen, guys. If there's a project out there that actually working for you guys in a sense, right, to give you guys an edge over traders out there, right? And that's all trading is about, investing is about, is getting the right informations, and getting the right information is you need data, you need informations, right? So this is what these guys are doing. So they work hard to bring all those data information for you guys and summarize it for you guys. I did check out the leaderboard. It does tell you, you can copy trade there as well, based on, your call, who you want to follow, based on the trade percent as well, win and loss as well. So yeah, that's actually very convenient. So yeah, check them out, guys. Make sure you guys follow the TG website, etc. Do your research accordingly. Again, this is my first time listening to the project. Eagles Den, I do not, I never looked at the project prior to this, so make sure you guys do your research accordingly. All right, so the next one we have is, let me see here. Therm AI. Now, this project here, man, I'm actually very unique. So, hey, Therm AI, are you there?
Hey there, Ollie here from Therm AI. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Therm AI, man, I gotta say, right out the gate, man, I have not heard of this concept. I've heard about, data sharing and other type of computational sharing platforms out there, but not heat. So this is actually very unique. So you can go ahead and start out introducing yourself. Give us a bit about your background experience, please.
Yeah, no problem at all. I mean, first of all, I would just like to say, Gaijin, great presentation, really, really cool project. Been looking into you while you've been speaking, kind of blown my mind a little bit. But yeah, great presentation, man. Well done. And thank you to USA Eagles Den for giving Therm AI this platform, this opportunity to showcase what we're doing, talk through exactly what we're building at Therm AI. A little bit about myself. As I said, my name's Ollie. I've been in the crypto space myself around 8 years now, working inside projects for about the last 5. And I work on the branding, the communications, the storytelling, the narrative building side of projects. I build a sort of the foundational base and a sort of position of strength and authority for projects within the media from a content perspective, I guess. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, and I'm running comms at Therm AI. Just a little 2-3 liner of Therm AI itself. It's a new kind of tech, like you say, it is unique. But actually, as I explain it, hopefully to you guys, you'll actually realize it makes complete sense. But it's a new kind of tech that turns computing power into, quite simply, home heating, and it rewards you for doing it. So we built a custom node, the Therm AI node, which is a high GPU capable device, performs digital work from renders to mining to LLM training, all of these really, really highly intensive computing tasks. That work, of course, produces a lot of heat. And in normal circumstances, that heat just dissipates into the air. We've built a node where that doesn't happen. We capture that heat, we reuse it, we repurpose it, and we redirect it into home heating systems, hot water systems, essentially turning it's kind of a plug-in to Deepin, and Deepin's created an opportunity to have a really, really green, really environmentally friendly impact on that wasted energy that, let's be honest, you don't really think about it. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a simple blurb on ThermAI and myself.
I appreciate the introduction early. Wow, like I said, I've done a lot of this GPU computing energy, but not to turn that into heating for your home, which is very interesting. So let's dive into that. I never knew that actually computing energy has that much power to even generate enough power to heat your home with, right? So that's actually very interesting. Now, is this right out the gate? Now, is this something that that have done before out there? Like who are the competitions out there?
So I did a lot of research when I joined the team myself. There's one other project that's doing something similar. I'm going to say this with as much humility as I can. They're not doing it as well. What we've built is better. It is. And not only that, we've gone a lot deeper into incentivizing adoption of this way of computing, because let's be honest, there's no reason to not do things more environmentally friendly, more green, but occasionally people need a little nudge, and so we've built in with our token economy, with the way everything's set up, an incentivization system that effectively makes using ThermAI nodes effectively a no-brainer. Yeah, there is competition out there. It is being done, and actually the project I'm referring to, they just a few months back closed a 35 million euro Series A round. So the world knows that this tech has a place, and clearly there's huge value placed on it, because a large portion of that 35 mil round was actually funded by the European Innovation Council. They can see the power and impact on the environment that going in this direction can have. So there is not just an opportunity for this. It's not just an opportunity. Sorry, it's almost a necessity. As computing gets increases more and more and more, which it will. That's what up to now is wasted energy is of course going to increase with that. And why waste it when you can reuse it?
Wow, 35 million, that's incredible. Now let's go ahead start from the beginning for those that may not understand what GPU is and how you guys are utilizing that, and if you can go and just talk to us about what I guess whether where can they get how do people access to GPU? From what I understand, GPU is pretty much in every single freaking instrument out there, right? Your cell phone has GPU, your laptop has a GPU, your computer has a GPU. So everyone is using a GPU every single day. So you guys are planning to turn that GPU computing power into heat. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. So basically, if you're performing a digital task, whether it be on your phone, on your laptop, even streaming a movie, you are using GPU power. It's all computing power, effectively. So basically, every time you use AI, if we talk Web3, mint NFT, talk entertainment, stream and HD video, there's a powerful machine somewhere that is crunching thousands of calculations per second. Now, all of that computing power is extremely energy intensive. And as it works, as we know, when our laptops get warm or our phones get warm or whatever, it's clearly generating heat. In most conventional setups, data centers, mining farms, even like at-home mining rigs, that heat is quite simply just dumped into the atmosphere, it dissipates, or it's offset with a massive cooling system. In some cases, like mining in particular, actually up to 90% of the energy used by GPU-driven computing is actually lost as waste heat. At the same time, depending on where you are, you may feel the pain of this. It's different in different parts of the world, but at the same time, heating bills have become prohibitively expensive, especially in like lower income or social housing settings. I'm sure you can see the irony here. Millions of homes fighting to literally just stay warm, and at the same time, ridiculous amounts of energy are just being thrown away as heat. And that is the gap that Therm AI fits in.
So currently right now, so what you're saying right now is that all this instrument that we utilize every single day, such as the cell phone, the computer, any sort of digital, I guess, equipment, what percentage you said is not being utilized every day? So let's say if my phone or my computer is sitting there idle and I'm not using it to render graphic or whatever I'm working on, what percent of that GPU is not being utilized in average?
Okay, yeah, you've caught me out there. I couldn't give you a percentage on that, but quite simply, if whatever is happening, whether it's idle, whether you're using it, if it's warm, that warmth, that heat, that is wasted energy. It's just flowing out into the atmosphere as heat, and our nodes capture that heat and redirect it into, like I say, heating systems, hot water systems, effectively push it back into the world rather than letting it flow out into the atmosphere. So not only does it positively impact the way computing is done, positively impacts electricity bills, heating bills, and on top of that, the environment itself, by rather than that heat just flowing out and adding to yet more global warming, it's being captured and brought back in and reused, which stops that from going out into the atmosphere and also stops the need for other energy to come into those houses, those setups, because we have this repurposed energy that's there ready to go from our nodes.
Right, and I think there was a project. Actually, I had many projects that came to us, right, trying to harness the same GPU energy for other reasons as well. But this is the first time. Yeah, and I think you guys are on something here, because I definitely know that there's a huge percent of energy that's not being utilized every single day on every single laptop, out there in the world. So you guys are trying to capture that energy that's not being utilized and turn it to heat. Now let's talk about. I have not looked at your white paper. Usually I've dived deep into the project, but this is the first time I'm hearing this. But just for a quick summary of it, let's get to the technical side of it. So let's say you capture this energy from, the GPU energy. How do you turn that into heat that people can utilize to, I guess, heat up their home in the winter or whatever? Can you just go through that really quick? Because usually how we understand is that heat comes from the heater, etc. Right? Now, how do you guys are turning that into something that puts out heat, or store that heat and puts out the heat later? How are you guys are doing that?
So essentially, how do we take that waste energy and repurpose it into back into the housing systems? Yeah.
Correct.
That's what you're asking. Okay. So there's a few answers here. Traditional computing setups, whether it's a mining rig or GPU server, they convert electricity into computational work. But as I said before, like up to 90% of that energy ends up as waste. Normally, it's expelled through fans or HVAC systems in data centers. That's been the norm up to now. Therm AI flips that on its head. Our nodes are designed as sealed, liquid-cooled GPU units that recover and repurpose the heat. And it works in a few different ways. First of all, liquid cooling loop. So what that means is each one of our nodes uses a closed loop liquid cooling system, very similar to like a high-end server setup. But instead of dissipating heat into the air, we transfer that thermal energy into a domestic hot water circuit. Secondly, we have something called a plate heat exchanger. We're getting very much into the hardware side of things here. But what that is a stainless steel plate heat exchanger, and it sits between the node and the household system. As the GPUs generate heat, it's captured by the coolant, passes it through the exchanger to heat the home's water tank or central heating system. Next up, we have smart controls and sensors. And this system includes flow sensors, temperature probes, something called a smart relay that connects to energy tariffs like Octopus Agile. I don't know if you guys all know who they are. What this does is it allows the node to not only activate computing tasks when electricity is cheap or solar is available, it makes it both economical and low carbon. Finally, the thermal efficiency side of things. So because we're directly capturing the heat at its source as it comes out of that rig, whatever it might be, and we're not converting electricity to heat secondhand, like, for example, a traditional immersion heater, what we actually managed to hit over 90% thermal efficiency, meaning almost all of the electricity used goes towards either computing revenue or useful heating. So unlike a normal mining setup, which just wastes energy, needs dedicated cooling, a ThermAI node becomes part of the household infrastructure itself, generating revenue, energy, and real-world utility.
Wow. Yeah, thanks for that technical breakdown there. Very interesting stuff, man. I'm actually kind of very, very fascinated by this project, actually. Yeah, I would definitely look further into it. You know, I mean, if you look at the project, I think overall the project is on the right mission. It's not only green energy, but it's designed to reduce carbon footprint, right? I mean, you know, and you know how that works. And yeah, so it's good for the environment, it's good for the world, it's good for everyone. And you literally harnessing the energy that's not being utilized out there. Like I said, 80% is wasted energy that when we're not using our computer, etc., which is insane. You know, when you think about it, which is crazy. So yeah, they're harnessing that energy and kind of repurpose that and redirect that for something else, that's good for the world. So no, it's a great project.
No, this is it. I mean, actually, the Thermo. Sorry, if I would just make quickly say, ThermAI has actually been born largely because of DeepIn. So what DeepIn has actually done, those huge monolithic data centers that we all know exist, DeepIn effectively distributes all of the computing across, the nodes within the network. And so rather than having this one huge hub of computation going on that's kicking out Lord knows how much energy and waste energy, it's distributed across just, for example, 10,000 nodes, all kicking out much smaller amounts of energy and much smaller amounts of waste energy. And by that change, that brings it to a level where we're actually able to capture it. It would be an absolutely mammoth task to try and build what we're building, to do what we're doing for a monstrosity of a Google data center, but a mining rig, a home system, something like that, it's manageable, it's achievable, and we're doing it.
Correct. Now, I'm very sure that you guys have a huge, I guess, incentive for people to, I guess, donate or give you guys that GPU power. Can you speak on that a little bit and how you guys plan to capture those unused GPU, I guess, across the world from people?
Yeah, of course. I mean, so like looking at simply the logic of what we're doing, like anybody that's going to be using a node, it just makes sense to use a ThermAI node or something similar, something that is good for the environment. Doesn't necessarily mean people will, though. Sometimes people need, a little bit of extra incentive, shall we say. And that's where our token comes into play. So not only do our nodes enable all of these computational tasks, capture, repurpose, and redirect the energy into homes to reduce carbon footprints, reduce energy bills, and just in fact just create a more green environment. On top of that, node owners, operators, renters, whatever, earn tokens on both sides, not only for performing the computing tasks, but also for actually utilizing and redistributing the energy. So it's a dual incentive mechanism on both sides of it. There's kind of no reason why you wouldn't, if you were going to be looking at operating a node, you wouldn't choose a ThermAI node, I guess.
Right, because it doesn't cost you anything, but it seems like you said, dual incentive for that. So pretty much anyone out there, in a sense, because now everyone has a laptop, everyone has a cell phone, can partake in this program. That's pretty much what you're saying.
Well, no, like not with with the laptop or a cell phone, something like that, but something that requires far greater computational power. For example, you can rent and install a node in your home, and it may not be you itself, but it's there connected to the network. And oh,
hey, is it me or he just got cut off there?
Can you hear me?
Did get cut off for a quick second there, but yep, we can hear you.
Okay, where was I? Yeah, so I mean, the node itself, you can you can rent, you can buy, and just operate a ThermAI node. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be performing the computational tasks yourself, but your node is connected to the network, the infrastructure itself, enabling all of those tasks to be done effectively.
Correct. Wow. Now, where are you guys at as far as development go?
Okay, so you've probably not seen much of us across media at all, but we're actually reasonably far down the road. It's been very stealth up until the last couple of months, but our hardware prototype is built, tested, and functional. The DAP is the same. It's on testnet right now, but in the next couple of days, it's going to go live on mainnet. You're going to see in the media on Monday. Well, in fact, the partnership's already been announced. We've partnered we're a reception partner for Flux Deepin Network. They're 11,000 plus node network. So we've got some huge room to grow already. What you're going to see in the media on Monday is actually the CEO of Flux, Dan Keller. He's actually invested in our angel round quite recently. And that in itself, is testament to the fact that we're doing something good. We're heading in the right direction. And right now we're just pushing everything out. We're going public. We're building the brand. We're growing the community. But in terms of development, both hardware and software, everything is there or thereabouts. Final product, not yet. Prototype, yes. DAP, like I said, when our first exclusive access pre-sale goes live on Monday, DAP will be live at the same time. And in the next couple of months, we're going to be launching a pilot program in the UK across a number of homes as a kind of live hardware testnet, if you like. And yeah, that's where we're at so far.
Oh, okay. So you guys are still very early. So you just mentioned that you just had a seed sale, private sale, and your pre-sale is tomorrow. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, so it's been fully bootstrapped up to now, apart from the angel investment from Dan Keller, who I just mentioned. Everything's been completely bootstrapped. The team, they didn't really want to go down the VC route for a couple of different reasons, but the sale we're about to hit, it's going to be Monday 12 p.m. UTC to Wednesday 12 p.m. UTC, limited exclusive access sale. it's more of a crowdfunding thing rather than, you know, like it's definitely not an IDO or ICO public raise kind of round. Yeah, exactly as I said, early access, exclusive price, first public showing of the Therm token, and there will be, of course, an IDO, and that is penciled in for, providing the markets don't do anything crazy, the next 2 or 3 months, I would think.
I see. Okay, so you had a seed round, and the private sale. It looks like, yeah, I just clicking your website here. So start in at. So I'm assuming that you guys gonna have another. How many rounds? How many rounds are you gonna have? And if you guys, do you guys have a hard cap, or just kind of like just go with the flow at the moment?
At the moment, it is very much go with the flow. We're in discussions about bringing in some huge, but potentially a VC or two. There is some room in round if we want to, but the plan always was to bootstrap up until IDO. Now that we've seen actually the potential and the power and the size that this can reach, there's a very, very strong argument for bringing in funds faster and accelerating development quicker. So we're just kind of umming and ahhing over that at the moment. But yeah, as it stands, going with the flow, but very much just keeping an eye on things.
Sounds great. Sounds great. All right, guys. Well, yeah, if you click on the website right now, I just did that, and it looks like the private sale is a day and 16 hours from here. And of course, this is a private sale. So what that means is that they will have more rounds after this as well. Now, I don't know how many rounds they're going to have. I think it depends on everything as well. But make sure you check them out and do your research. Now, I think this is actually very innovative to me, right? And I love this type of projects. But with that comes also, you know, it's hardships, and because it's a very ambitious project, right? It's a very ambitious project. But I do know that there's a lot of wasted GPU computing power right now that's not being utilized, and these guys are trying to turn that into heat for homes. And there are many homes out there, not just in the first world, but second, third world countries that can utilize this heat, right? And we know that and how important that is. So what these guys are trying to solve that issue. So very ambitious project, but you know there's a lot of energy out there that's being wasted. And it's good for the carbon footprint as well. So, you know, everything about it, it sounds really good, guys. Thank you so much, Ollie, for being here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate your time. And yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. 2 projects. I think, yeah, I mean, the first projects, I think I encourage you guys to check that out. Therm AI, very interesting project, very interesting. I'm going to actually read the white paper after this and or the technical paper and really see, you know, the technicalities of it. But man, if they're able to solve this is actually incredible. So yeah.
If I may just say something a little bit bold, it's not an if. We have solved it. We have. The question is not if we solve it. The only question mark right now is accelerating the growth that we need to. What we have built does solve this problem, and when you look at it properly, it's not. We're not jumping on an opportunity. This is actually a necessity. It really. If you really dig deep into the white paper, some of the articles you published, and actually think about the logic of what we're doing and what difference it makes, it just makes sense.
It does make sense, and I love it. I love it. It does make sense. Thank you so much, Ollie.
Thank you.
All right, guys. My team posted the 2 summaries in the chat room. Okay, so if you guys not join the chat room, make sure you join the chat room. On those summaries, you will see their TGs, the website, and I will definitely look further, dive deeper into these 2 projects here. Very interesting projects, so very interested in it. So yeah, I think at this time, I appreciate you being here. Santa Claus Mike is going to come on, and he has some giveaway to do.
Hey, thanks, brother. Ali, Gajin, great presentations today, guys. I did take down all the names. I did try that thing we were talking about there, Seattle, with taking down photos, but it just wasn't working for me. So I reverted back to just taking down the names. So I took down all the names today of our listeners, and we're going to award some cash to one lucky winner, one lucky listener. We're also going to follow up and post into the room the TGs to both projects that came in today. And we're going to pick one random winner for each room. Just please go ask any questions that you have there. Maybe give some feedback on today's Eagles Den as well. And we'll pick one winner from each room there. And we're also going to follow up with one random number giveaway. With that being said, we're going to spin up the wheel here, shuffle up the names a bit, and we'll get our winner off the wheel. Shay, congratulations. You're our lucky listener winner. With that being said, like I said, go back into the room. We're going to post the random number giveaway and the TGs to both of the projects that came in today. And be on the lookout for the YouTube posting that will come up shortly. And we'll make sure the teams have the YouTube posting as well. That's it from me, guys.
Do we have any random number, Mike?
What's that?
Are we doing random number in the room as well, or TG joiner, or what are we doing?
Yep, I had mentioned that. Yep, I do have one random number that we're going to be doing and one random joiner to each room. I'm actually going to post that right now. Pin back into the room, and once we unlock the room, good luck to everybody.
Hey, Ollie, Gaijin, I would love to have you guys back for like a deep dive AMA, because you guys have a lot to talk about. Both of your projects, man. I would love to really dive deep into and get to the technicalities of it. Hope to chat with you guys soon.
Yeah, sure. I'm very excited about this. So, yeah, we will have a fair chat, of course.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good, guys. Well, appreciate you guys all being here at USA Eagles Den. If you guys know of a great project, let them know about us. This is the segment where we allow the project to come in, usually 5 to 10 minutes pitch. We did have 2 other projects, but those projects couldn't make it today. But yeah, these are 2 great projects that I would definitely look further into it. So with that being said, guys, thank you, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.